First thoughts on the YEEZY PODS. They are awesome. One thing to note, the second I put on this right side shoe, that corner right here kind of ripped up, and I ran over to the Walmart and got some super glue, and now it's doing okay, but I'm sure this will improve in the future. This is like a first new generation product or in everything or whatever. But I think whenever the next generation comes out, maybe this texture, this netting, could just encapsulate the entire foot instead of cutting off here so that doesn't happen. But I mean, y'all, these are really cool. They're very comfortable. I'm a size 12, true to size 12, and I got the size 3. I was worried they were going to be oversized, but they are perfect. These things fit me perfectly. I love this. So, yeah, I'm sure it's going to improve in the future, but, I was able to find a temporary fix. Maybe I can clean that up later. But, I mean, these are really comfortable. They fit me perfectly, and I'm about to wear these all night. So, yeah, YEEZY PODS. Just got them in. Yeah, they're really cool. Thank you, Kanye, Stephen Smith. This is a really awesome product. Just excited to see what comes in the future. All right, hello. So yeah, this marks the 24-hour mark for wearing the YEEZY PODS. And yeah, there's quite a bit to say. Let me just preface this by saying, I don't know all the proper shoe terminology. I work in aphoresis, not shoes. So, so if I say something weird or whatnot, just forgive me. And also, I hope this lighting's okay. So yeah, I've been wearing these for like I said, a whole day at this point. And I've been taking them out. I've been driving with them. I just got back from the grocery store with them. I took them out on a night walk yesterday when I was eating at a restaurant. I've had some time to I even had these things on gravel too. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to. But yeah, these things are very interesting. I remember looking at the Stephen Smith and Kanye's post interview, and he said that, yeah, this is really kind of a bare bones footwear product, just as simple as possible, and kind of just an extension of yourself rather than, something that's ultra cush, trying to change the entire way you walk. This is really trying to make walking as natural as humanly possible, if that makes any sense. And yeah, I can say I feel that. It feels like I'm walking barefoot, but at the same time, it just feels way more comfortable, on any surface. Honestly, even gravel, it felt pretty nice on gravel. I'm scared to put these on gravel, but also in that same interview, he said that, hey, they might come out with a version of these that is more rugged, that's meant for off-roading and stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing I should mention, so this foot right here, right, has an issue, right, where the tendon right here is a bit weak, and it likes to feel like it tears. I don't even want to say what it is. I may get the name wrong, but yeah. So in most shoes I wear that don't have a ton of support, that is a really big issue for me, and I have to do crazy stuff to make sure that this has an arc support on it. What blew my mind was that I have not had that issue once with these pods. And that absolutely blew my mind. I couldn't believe that these things with what looks like no real arc or foot support didn't give me that issue. Now, time's gonna tell, but it's been a whole day, and yeah, I haven't had that issue yet. So that blew my mind. And I feel like it's because these two halves aren't really connected at all. Hold up, you can't even see it. Oh man, this camera angle is so crazy. But yeah, I feel like it has to do with these two platforms. Yeah, it's just crazy that I didn't have that issue at all. Also, that part where I ripped up the first time I tried to put them on, I put another layer of super glue on there, and I haven't had an issue with it at all. So that's doing good. Also, you may see that it looks like my foot is how do I explain this? It looks like everything shifted back a bit. It just tends to happen. Like, preferably, I would want to like, oh man, this camera angle. I would want to like, shift it back a bit and have it more like that. Preferably, it's not that big of an issue, but just something to note. I know I could get it like a size down, and maybe that won't be an issue, but I feel like it would. So maybe it's like another thing with like, being a first generation product, right? Maybe, I don't know, I don't work for YEEZY or anything, but maybe they'll put like a little lip right here, like extend this rubber portion up here, right? So that isn't as noticeable. I don't know if that's the direction they want to go in, but we'll see. But definitely, I feel like, I'm a product manager in apheresis, and like there's a lot of like complexities. I understand basically how difficult it can be to get a product out. And I feel like this isn't even like a full release. I feel like this is more of a pilot. But definitely what I would want to see in a version 2 is this netting material. Because right now it just stops at these edges right here, and that's why this ripped up. I just want to see this basically be its own, forgive me, people at YEEZY, I want this to be its own sock. Like actually like wrap around the entire foot. And then you can like do whatever funny business you want to put these rubber parts on. I think that would improve this a ton, and having that extension of the rubber on the back heel part. And it could just be my foot shape. Maybe my foot's weird and like other people's feet don't do this, but mine do. All right, I kind of like taking this review all over the place. They're good. I feel like I'm walking like very normally, very naturally. They drive good if you're driving in a car, and I drive in a sports car too. So like they drive perfectly fine in there. Man, what else really is there to say? People still think they're socks. I don't think they would want to do like any branding like YEEZY or anything. I mean, it probably wouldn't look that good anyway. But yeah, they're just simple. They're cool. I love wearing them. Like, they're different. I mean, it's just kind of changed my whole perspective on, what could be footwear. And I think that's what they're really going for. And yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to see what they come out with next. I heard there's some slides coming out that I probably wouldn't buy, at least in the color that I saw them in. I saw them in a white. If they're in a black, then maybe. But I mean, like, my YEEZY slides are like my favorite things ever. I wear those things all the time. But yeah, despite all the reviews I've done, I'm not the best at reviewing, so. But I thought I'd just like say, like, yeah, these are the slides. I mean, the slides. These are the pods. This is what it's been like the first 24 hours. Remember, I'm a true to size 12. And I mean, you can see by the lighting. Like, I'm right up here. I mean, there's a little bit of space, but I mean, like, if it was any smaller than, maybe I could deal with like a half size smaller. But I'd say this is appropriate for like sizing wise or whatever. Yeah, true to size 12, and this is a size 3 YEEZY pod. Let's see, do I have a ruler? Someone asked me to like measure it out. On a ruler. All right, here's the ruler for the person who commented on it. Let's see, the whole thing measures, I would say about 11 3/4. Yeah. About 11 3/4, whatever. 11 3/4. There you have it. But yeah, y'all, these are the YEEZY pods. Again, excited to see what it comes. I mean, yeah, there's going to be hiccups. It's a first generation product. There are going to be hiccups, and this is definitely a pilot. And yeah, you're paying a lot for these, but for the quality that they're at. But it's going to improve, I'm sure. And yeah, just can't wait to see what they're going to do in the future. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the comments and everything. Please continue to leave them. I love responding to them and just seeing what other people think about them as well. I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. I'm hungry. And yeah, thanks for watching all. All right, what's up? Just thought I'd quickly go over the unboxing process of the YEEZY pods and how they arrived, at least to me, in the United States. So you'll get them in this FedEx bag, and it's like just a very generic FedEx packaging or whatever. And in my case, these arrived in my actual mailbox, and they were not delivered to my door. So if anyone hasn't gotten them yet, and it's been a minute, go check your mailbox. They might be in there. Another thing, the Shop app never updated to say that these were delivered. They always said that they were shipping instead of delivered. So definitely check your mailbox, see if they're there. They might be there. So generic FedEx white bag. Take your pods out, and your pods will come in this. I guess you call this a YEEZY bag, right? It's just like a really lightweight nylon feeling material, so pretty cool. Inside the bag should also be a packing slip. So this would be your packing slip with your information, your order number, and whatnot. So that's everything FedEx-wise. So yeah, your pods will come in this drawstring, and you can tie it up, whatever, hang it on stuff, and you can put your pods in them. Inside are your pods, and they may come folded like this. They're meant to be folded like this for storage reasons. You could also take the toe portion, fold it on the heel, and then fold it in on itself. Hopefully you can see this okay. It's a bit finicky, hold on. All right. Like I said, you can fold them in on themselves like this. I don't know why it's giving me so much trouble now. It's usually not this tough to do. There we go. All right. Yeah, you can fold them up into, what do you know, a pod. Fold them up into a pod, put them in the bag. Put them in a even larger YEEZY bag, like so. Go on a trip. Yeah, this bag is so cool, honestly. This is the YEEZY. This giant thing is a YEEZY Gap dry bag. I may do a review on this later, but I love this bag. Back to the pods. Open up your bag. They can come folded in like this or this, so you can fold them up like this or that. And yeah, you got your pod. So that's really it. There's also a couple details to talk about. Right here, you see that it's made in Italy. And right here is your size. So I have 3 dots on my size. So that means I have a size 3 pod. But I mean, yeah, that's really it, y'all. That's the unboxing process of the YEEZY pods. So just thought I'd keep it short and simple today. Thanks for watching as always. And yeah, bye. What's up? Just thought I'd make a final review of the YEEZY pods, at least this first generation of YEEZY pods. Surely, well, it's been confirmed. Stephen Smith himself confirmed that they're going to make other variations of the pods and other, YEEZY shoes. If things change like sizing, pricing, ship times, knitting material, if any of that changes, don't even worry about leaving a comment. We already know. Anyway, thank y'all for, coming to the channel. It's really grown a ton since I started making these videos. And yeah, I really appreciate it. It's been fun talking to everyone, responding in the comments and all that. Without further ado, though, let's get on with the review. Thank y'all. And yeah, here are the YEEZY pods. YEEZY pods are the first footwear product under the YEEZY name, independent from the late Adidas partnership, and they're manufactured in Italy. They first went on pre-order in mid-December 2023 at a price of $200. Later, in mid-February, the retail price would drop to just $20, with Ye making an official statement that customers who purchased the pods at their original $200 retail price would be credited the difference of $180 if they emailed the official YEEZY customer support team. For context, I purchased the pods at their original $200 retail price the day they went live. I took delivery of the pods in early February. I submitted my refund request for the difference after the announcement and received an automated reply about YEEZY customer support having their hands full. It's late night, February 16, 2024, at the time of this writing, and I'm just waiting patiently for the refund confirmation. I will let you all know in the comments when I get the confirmation, if I haven't edited in a response already. There wasn't a delivery date during the pre-order period. I can't say when exactly, but eventually an ETA was added to the site, claiming delivery times of 4 weeks. 4 weeks was pretty accurate in my case. However, they may have arrived sooner. The shop app that YEEZY uses to track shipments never notified me when my pods were delivered, and they were placed in my mailbox instead of my front door via FedEx. They arrived in your average white delivery bag with an all-black interior. You'll then find the pods inside of a drawstring bag along with the packing slip. The YEEZY pods themselves are mainly constructed of a thick technical weave that provides a good amount of compression around your legs. Note, pulling the material all the way up your leg increases the tension around your toes and ankle. This could mean the difference between the two sole portions staying in place or shifting around as you walk. Speaking of the soles, yes, there's 2 of them, but there also seems to be a small platform connecting the 2 that doubles as arch support. The soles themselves have a simple traction pattern appropriate for everyday usage, but maybe not most trails, beaches, or snowy areas. They also have a made in Italy, as well as some dots. These dots represent the size of your pods. In my case, I got a size 3, so I have 3 dots. If you look closely at the pods under good lighting, you may find areas where the material thickness and placement may be very different. There was obviously a lot of thought put into this technical knit so that all the pressure points are in just the right places. You almost forget you're ever wearing them. It's a first-gen product, however, and that shows in one major way. Not all areas of the sole are properly bonded to the knit material, and it's obvious that the knit material was superglued into place. Literally, my first attempt at putting on the pods quickly resulted in a separation of the knit material and the sole. Luckily, I was able to patch it with some superglue, and it's been fine since. I'm sure the second generation product of the pods will be in much better quality. But yeah, be gentle with your pods. The pods are comfortable for what they are. Like I said before, it's like you aren't even wearing them and just walking around on barefoot. So you have a ton of ground feel, but all the support is in just the right places. I've been wearing mine out a ton to cafes, malls, coffee shops, my barber, restaurants, while driving, even some gravel, not because I wanted to, without any concern for my comfort. Yeah, they aren't the most cloudy or plush like the Adidas YEEZY are, but that's not really the point. The idea is that you're restoring your natural movement and strength in your feet. Comfort is a balance with the pods, and your opinion of comfort could be different from others. If you like talking to people, these are the pods for you. They do attract attention, but most of the time, people just ask what they are and how comfortable they are to walk in. They don't act too surprised that it's a YEEZY product, but what does surprise them is the fact that it is not an Adidas YEEZY product. What intrigues them is that it's an independent YEEZY product, that it's not really part of a bigger organization like Adidas. Now, what really blew their mind initially was that original $200 price tag. Most people were like, there's no way in hell I'm paying that much for that. After the price change, however, people started opening up to them. I've already had a few people ask me exactly where they could find and buy them. That's all I really have to say about the pods. I believe this style of footwear will grow in the future as people continue to simplify different aspects of their life in an ever more complicated world. Since they're $20 for now, I'd greatly encourage you to at least give them a try and experience something new and different. I also encourage you to take all the politics and look at these as a standalone product. There's no branding, not one logo or message anywhere on the pods. They're meant to mold the personality of the wearer. How will you shape the pods to your style? Thanks for watching.
First of all, these things look amazing in the sun. But yeah, I just got back from San Diego. Did probably ballpark estimate 8 miles in these things, and on different surfaces as well. And honestly, they've held up so well. I mean, there's not a single rip or tear anywhere. Especially impressive is that on the bottom. I mean, there's like nothing, no separation, no nothing going on. And I've had these things on some pretty rough surfaces too. But you can also tell that the tread pattern's still there pretty good. The made in Italy text, the sizing is showing up perfectly fine. I mean, it's really impressive. Yeah, there's a couple scuff marks and whatnot from just accidental sliding on the ground or whatever, but I mean, that's really nothing. I don't mind that, even, you know, at their $20 price point now. Yeah, these things were sick. I only brought these and a pair of Vans. The Vans were for like casual wear as a business trip, so I brought the Vans for casual wear, and my only other shoe was these guys for 4 straight days in San Diego, which I've never been before, not familiar with at all. And yeah, just kind of winged it, and I'm honestly really happy I did. Now, important to know that it wasn't raining at all. It was perfect weather the entire time. So yeah, I didn't really have to worry about rain and whatnot. But if it was to rain, then I would have, of course, wore the Vans or whatever. But as far as just nice Cali weather, even across some different surfaces, these things work great. I do think maybe the size 2 will be more consistent feeling as far as the panels not shifting around at all. And I mean, this does seem to be my correct size or whatnot, but I feel like a slightly tighter fit would at least keep these panels from shifting about. And it's very minimal, but it's noticeable. But we'll only be able to really tell once the size 2s come in. Hopefully they're about 2 weeks out, but I'll let y'all know when I get those. But yeah, short review from the San Diego trip. These things have been awesome. Again, I still just try to wear them as much as I possibly can. But yeah, they're honestly a really interesting and great invention, we'll call it. But thanks for watching as always. More soon. What is up? So, slightly different video. I was doing these sketches, right? Just kind of imagining, okay, what would I do if I was making a V2 of the YEEZY pods, right? So right here we have the version 1s, and I just tried my best to replicate the shapes and everything like that, just the overall shape and side profile. Also, I should mention this heel portion right here is this slightly tighter knit on the heel portion. Hold up, I'm zoomed in so much. Yeah, you can kind of see the outline of it. So that's what I'm trying to represent right here, as it is. But in the V2s right here, right? In the V2s, I'm like, okay, what if this rubber portion just swooped up the heel like that and gave you a little bit more heel support and kept your foot from shifting towards the back of both the front and the rear pods panels, right? So that's what this and this represents. And also they're overall just a little bit more thick. You know, maybe it gives you a little bit more cushion while still, you know, going with that philosophy of natural foot movement and whatnot. And then what I kind of represent in the little sketches is, yeah, the actual sock portion, just wrapping around the bottom of your foot as well. And maybe they could do a crazy thing. I think the 450s, right, the one that had the flame designs, I may have that wrong, but I think they're the 450s, the flame design. If you watch videos on that shoe, you know, the ones with the spikes, there's some absolutely amazing bonding going on that bonds that rubber to the knit material. And if we had that here, that would be amazing. That would be incredible. I should also mention this is a kind of a failed slide concept that I was going for. You know, kept the philosophy of, okay, the pods, right? So I kept the pods, but you would just have a strap, you know? So ignore this and this, the light shaded areas is really just the pods platform, and then a strap that goes over this part of your foot right here. And then maybe even, I don't know how that would work really, but maybe a second strap portion. Anyway, yeah, this my designs, copyright, trade. I don't know. I don't really care, but anyway, decided to show y'all a little video of what I was thinking a V2 could be like, and yeah, let me know what y'all think.
right, what's up? So, a lot of people are going to have their opinions on what I just did with these. Just now, I have a size 2 on order. It should be here in about a week. I've already had these things across the country. They ripped when I first put them on, and I patched it up with super glue. They're $20. So everything y'all are going to hear about what I just did with these, just don't worry about them. I don't care. No one really cares. Okay, just listen to what I did and what has changed. So I put these through the washer. I put whatever detergent I had in there. I didn't use bleach or anything like that. Just normal detergent for, clothing. And I also put them through the dryer twice. And I may even put them in there a third time. Why did I do that? Well, I had them out at the car show today, and it was a bit, rainy or whatnot. And I was out there for like 3 hours, and I was like, man, I know no other way to clean these things. And Stephen Smith probably said in one of those interviews, not do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. like I said, I have another pair of pods on order. I don't really care or whatever, so it doesn't matter at all. It really doesn't matter. Don't leave comments. It doesn't matter. So I take them out, and first of all, after the wash, like quickly after the wash, and I mean, my washer has a draining feature on it, right? So after the wash, I thought these things were dry. The material itself felt very, very dry. Like there was no moisture on it at all. So I thought that was pretty cool. Another thing, after I put them through the dryer, I was worried, okay, maybe putting them through the dryer is going to weaken the adhesive on them and the pods are going to come off. That couldn't be further from the case. By the way, y'all, I had patched that up with, super glue or whatever, and this is still perfectly fine. Yeah, it looks a little messy. That's just the super glue that I put on there. I didn't do the best job of patching it up. But still, everything is on here. Nothing is falling apart, nothing like that. That was my main worry. And then also the insole, if you even want to call it an insole, that material too. It's perfectly fine too. It's all in there. Really, it's identical to how it was when I got it new. But clean and smells good and everything. So the only thing that changed, and in my specific case, it is a welcome change. They did shrink just a little bit. So you may notice, you can see my toes a little bit easier now, and my knuckles or whatever. That and it feels amazing. It feels so much better than what it did initially. That is just my unique case, though. If you're already a size, say 13 or above, you probably don't want to go that route. You probably want to find a different way to clean your pods and whatnot, and you probably don't want them to shrink like that. But in my case, even at a US size 12 foot, I still had a little bit of room after walking with these things for a while. And just in the back of my head, I was like, these could be a little bit smaller, And that's why I ordered the size 2, to see what that's like. But after putting these through the wash and the dryer, in my case, it got them down to what feels like a perfect size and a perfect fit. So, but yeah, that's my unique situation. I don't know how it's going to be for y'all. I don't know if you have some crazy setting on your dryer or washer that may lead to disaster. But in my case, I've already had these things through mine twice, and it's the most basic washer dryer ever. And I'm very satisfied with the results. And I've already been out walking with these too, and nothing has felt different. These just feel like new pods, but a little bit more snug. And I should mention too, I think I'll wear socks with these from now on. I don't know. I just like them with actual socks. So I want to treat them like shoes, And yeah, maybe I don't know. I'm so with socks, without socks with these things. It just depends on how I feel, really. But I think with socks is the way to go for me, for the most part. But yeah. So like I said, and a lot of people are going to be like, why the hell did you put them in a washer dryer? Aren't you not supposed to do that? Prove that you have the pods first and tell me what happened on your end. And then I'll listen. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. See y'all soon.
What is up? So just wanted to quickly go over what I think about the whole, not even really what I think about the Adidas thing, but kind of what I'm doing in the midst of all of it. I already have, I have more than this, but because I have the slides in the other 450 slides or whatever, but I want to complete this collection about all these before all that controversy happened or whatnot. And yeah, like it's my own personal goal to get the 450s in the dark slate, get the slides in the dark onyx, and get the foam runners in the onyx as well, so I can complete this collection. After that, all the Adidas stuff will be left in the past, and everyone has this very exciting, independent future to look forward to. But I just wanted to make this video to say, don't worry about what other people do. Just let people buy what they want. And because there's a reason behind it, probably a more sentimental reason than maybe you understand. And yeah, just let people do what they want. I never like to be one-sided, especially when I'm presenting to y'all on a public domain like this. And not to say that I don't have some one-sided opinions myself. I do think it's messed up that they took his designs and made all these different colorways. But at the same time, I want to complete this collection. I started out not really being that fond of Yeezys before they even became really mainstream like that. And I grew to like the brand through this era. So I feel more strongly about what models I want and what colors I want them in. And now out of nowhere, all of them have become available. Hopefully the 450s come to the US so I can get those. But yeah, I want to get that. And in respect to Ye and the whole team and everything, I want to just leave that in the past and move to this, like I said, very exciting future. So I hope you all understand. We got a lot of amazing things to look forward to here. But yeah, please respect others' decisions when it comes to what they're buying, especially when they are paying the money for it. So anyway, thank y'all. Just a quick fun video. Hope you all understand. And yeah, more to come.
All right, what is up? So yeah, it's been a month. It's been over a month by a couple days since I've taken delivery of the YEEZY pods. And really, there's not much to report. So, look, you got scuffs. That's it. That's really it. Yeah, you got a couple scuffs. What really surprised me, honestly, this bottom nip portion still looks new. And I've had these things on many different surfaces. Gravel. I've had them on moderate sand. They've been at the car show where it was misting the entire time. And there's water and oil on the ground. And yet this part is still looking brand new. That's really impressive. This material still looks perfectly fine. It's got some old stuff on it. I put this thing through the washer and the dryer twice on high settings because I had to. Or else these things were not going to ever be the same. Let's just say that. And, I mean, y'all, just look at this. It looks fine. It really does just look fine. And this part right here, that was when I first ever put them on February the 2nd. My heart stopped. I was putting these things on, and I just didn't expect this part to come up. But I super glued it. It's been perfectly fine since. It's even held up through the washer and the dryer. It's still there. Now, I should mention, I'm not testing these things to destruction. All right? I'm not trying to break these things. I'm not trying to see how far I could take them. I'm using them like they are any other shoe. I'm even wearing them with socks. Sometimes I wear them with socks, sometimes I don't. And yeah, y'all, they've been incredible. Comfort-wise, I would not run or hike in these. Steven Smith said that he's going to make one that's waterproof. That will be better for hiking. If you're going to run in these, just go a size down. Just go with the... Most people would just go with a 2 or 3. Oh, not a 2 or 3. A 2 or 1 if they're going to even think about running in these. And even after that, they would probably try to shrink them. Mine have shrunk a little bit after the washer dryer thing, and in my case, that was a really good thing. I think I gave it just that little bit more snug feeling that I really wanted, and now I do truly believe that it's a perfect fit for me. I do have a size 2 on order anyway, and we'll see if my opinion changes when those come in hopefully a week or 2. This is my 3rd week of waiting for them, so they should ship next week. We'll see. Yeah, really not much to report, y'all. They are, I mean, after putting them through the wash, they are pretty much new condition other than your scuffs that you would find on any other shoe that you've been wearing for a month. It's nothing to really be surprised about. So I apologize if this is a underwhelming video. I have plenty other videos going over way more specific things that you can check out. So if you would like, go check out those other videos. See what it's been like living with these things for over the past month as they happened. But anyway, that's really all. Oh, wait. I should mention, yeah, comfort. If you are not used to already wearing a barefoot style shoe, these will be a learning curve, and these will be an acquired taste. They are nothing like the Adidas YEEZY as far as having that ultra cloudy cush feeling, right? However, they are very light. They are feather light. When you put these things on, it's like you're not even wearing anything on your shoes. On your feet. Oh my God, I'm sorry, it's late. So, that lightweight feeling, the minimal padding that you do have, there is some cush there. It's not like you're walking on rocks. There is some cush here. It's not a lot, not as much as people are used to, but it's just the way this thing is shaped. All the pressure, all the support is in just the right places. Steven Smith, the designer, he is a genius, okay? He knows the human foot better than a lot of people, okay? And it feels so natural, so just right to walk in. And like I said, it's like nothing's even there. You feel the textures in the ground, no matter what surface you're on. You feel the textures, but you don't feel the discomfort that comes with that. If anything, you're just worried, like, oh my goodness, it's going to puncture this. Like I said, this thing looks brand new. Down here, looks perfectly fine. But again, I'm not trying to test that. I'm wearing these like they're normal shoes, and these have kind of become my more primary shoe. And I live in an area where it's not snowing half the year, and it's starting to get warmer too. But even if it wasn't warm, I could wear some socks in these that had some good insulation, and I'll still be fine. I've worn these down to about 40 degrees, and they were perfectly fine. My feet didn't feel cold, but I also had some really good socks that kept all the cold out, that insulated my foot very well. So, look, if you really want to know what these things are like, just place an order, be patient, and see what they're like. They may surprise you. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, as always. And yeah, well, I'll make another video once the size 2s come in. But I'll probably make some more random stuff in between now and then. Anyway, I'm going to bed. Thank y'all for watching again. Goodbye.
How's it going? So I got pulled up right here. I get a ton of questions about ship times and how long stuff is taking to ship, and why am I not getting updates on the pods around the pants and whatnot. I hope to bring some level of clarity to that. So I'm looking at the order page for my very first pair of pods, and you can see I ordered them and they got confirmed on the 15th of December, right? They were shipped on January the 25th, and they were finally delivered, and I'm just finding this out. They were finally delivered on January the 30th. Okay? So just 5 days after they shipped. Now, there is a 4-week, what I'm going to call a fulfillment period. Okay? So that's the time after you order, and because what seems to be true is that all of these products on the YEEZY website are made to order. So that's that 4-week period when they're actually, being made. That's the relative time frame, that 4-week period. So you order, 4 weeks later it's made and it's shipped, and then you wait however long for that shipping carrier to actually deliver it to your house or your mailbox in my case. What was interesting is that they say it's FedEx. They say it's FedEx who is handling the shipment here. That may be true, but it is very likely an error, because you click on that FedEx on that FedEx link, right? And you're taken to this screen that says, "Hey, there is an error. We don't even have this at this time. Come back later," or whatever. And then, just now, over a month later, I'm realizing that on the bags here, this is the bag, right? The bags have USPS tracking numbers. I put the thing in USPS, and what do you know? It has all the information there. And yeah, I feel so dumb for not realizing this. But I didn't think twice about it because, well, on the order page, it says FedEx. So I'm thinking, okay, it's just going to be FedEx. Nope, just kidding. USPS. And all the info's there. I was able to finally find out when exactly my thing got delivered. And from there, I had made this post in my community tab that was talking about just mapping out the entire process, right? Ordered it on the 15th. Because it was a pre-order period, I put that in blue. That time period that I feel like it was in that pre-order state. And then the approximate time, it must have started to be fulfilled. And that was that 28th date right there. And then from that fulfillment date is when you get that 4-week period, right? To the 25th of January where it actually shipped. So instead of it shipping and arriving on February the 2nd, which is the day I went to my mailbox to pick it up, it actually arrived on the 30th. And it was sitting in my mailbox for 2 days before I actually picked it up. So that was the update I made here. And then if it even matters anymore, the refund request was announced on the 12th, I believe, and I submitted it on the 12th, and then I got it back on the 20th. So that was the PODS journey. So let's look at the Vulture's pant journey. Here's the Vulture's pants. And you see I ordered it on February the 11th. That day everything went to $20 and it got delivered on March the 3rd. Okay? And this one says UPS. So here's the UPS stuff. So UPS for the longest time said, okay, we're handling your delivery and everything. Here's your number. Here's what it's going through and whatnot. And then I get a notification saying Postal Service Tracking ID. And I'm like, what? So UPS hands it off to USPS and gives me a new tracking number. And here you can see it more clearly. The UPS tracking number and the Postal Service tracking number. And well, yeah, I ordered it. It got shipped. And then I think it was around the 28th. Yeah, it was the 28th. Is when I saw that notification for USPS, and then UPS just gave it to USPS to complete the delivery, and it arrived in my mailbox on the 1st of March. So yeah, the way that these are being handled, it's not all too alien, you know. I mean, and you probably saw it in one of the screenshots that even DHL was handling it
at one point. So taking it from a provider to another provider, that's pretty normal thing that goes on. The only part that's a little bit weird is it seems like FedEx had no involvement at all in the delivery of my first pair of pods. So I'm not sure why they even show up. I don't think they had any involvement, and I think that may be an error. But let me know what y'all's experience has been like. If you have the pods, it take a similar journey to this, because I'm very interested to see if this is in fact an error or if it's just something I missed. I don't know. Anyway, different kind of video. Thanks for watching, y'all, as always, and more soon. What is up? So, y'all, I can't get a break. Things just change every single day with this company. And honestly, it makes it very exciting. You know, brand new company, brand new factory, brand new workers and whatnot. It's honestly quite entertaining. Anyway, I got an email. I remember that video I uploaded yesterday about the shipping being a bit wrong. Well, I got an email from YEEZY saying that that very order was just updated. And I go over, I go over to my original order page, and now it says USPS instead of FedEx. And I click on the thing, and it works. And it shows me exactly where my entire PODS journey and everything. So I was like, okay, cool, nice. Only over a month late, but and that's what's weird. Why now? I want to believe that this is a coincidence, but if there just so happens to be someone at YEEZY who saw the last video and decided to update this, thank you, because I never once emailed YEEZY saying, hey, my tracking is wrong. Hey, how long has this taken? I'd never once emailed them anything like that. And out of nowhere, they fixed it anyway. And like I said, I don't want to believe that someone saw and actually changed it. I want to believe that it was a coincidence and that they're doing this for everyone. But yeah, y'all, that's really it. Yeah, here's everything again. The original email, what seems like a follow-up email with more links to the same stuff and a customer feedback thing. Or was that just no, those are two different emails. Okay. And then yeah, my original order page that's been updated with the correct carrier and the correct tracking number. So yeah, thank y'all, YEEZY. And yeah, I was debating on whether or not even really upload this because such a short and kind of straightforward video, but y'all seem to appreciate it when I provide these more behind the scenes updates and whatnot. So if anything else changes, I'll let y'all know. And if it's not a full video, it'll be a pinned comment or whatnot. But yeah, I just want to share this just so, just in case anyone else has had a similar situation happen. And I also just really want to know if anyone else has gotten an email like this or anything on that site. Because I need to believe that this was a coincidence and that other people are getting similar messages. I don't want to believe that this was a targeted thing. But anyway, thank you all for watching as always. Got some cool videos to come up soon next week. So yeah, look forward to that. Look at my community tab if you want to know what it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. See y'all later. Goodbye. All right, what's up? So, decided to make a quick video on styling for the pods. So right now I'm just wearing these polyester shorts. I have these enormous Puma socks, and yeah, I'm just wearing the pods right over them. Now, YEEZY does have a version of the pods where the actual leg portion can go up over your knee, like these socks are. And Yeah, that would be really cool to have. I don't know when they're going to come out with that, but hopefully they come out with it soon. I will buy that right up because I really like this look. I love the silhouette that it creates. And with the black shorts and everything, I mean, it just gives it this very modern kind of futuristic look, but it's so simple at the same time. And also it's my body. So it's very unique. It's personalized. That's what I really like about this, about the pods in general, how they really just mold to you so that no two could ever really be the same. But anyway, so this is the look with the shorts, the first look with the shorts. I will take the Puma socks off and give y'all another option. All right, so socks are off and you could wear them like this, but what I find is that the leg portion will like to drop, you know, like it just slides down. So if that's the case, then why not just wear them low? So I'm okay with this look right here where they're low but not all the way down, you know? Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that look. Not too bad in my opinion. But you could also do this. When I was in San Diego, what I decided to do, take them and try to fold them in on themselves. Just like that. Excuse my legs. Anyway. So yeah, you can also do this kind of folded cuffed look as well. That also works. So, what about actual pants? All right, so right here I got two different ways you could wear it with normal pants, we'll call them in this case. So this is just pants that doesn't compress at the ankles. You know, not really a jogger, just your average pants or jeans or whatever. So you can just wear them down like this. Or I've worn them before like this, where you pull up your pants, right? And then let me show you. It's so hard to explain. All right, so you're wearing them normally, right? Pull them up about halfway up the calf area, then pull the pods over that, and then fold the pants over the pods like so. Now you gotta remember, this is polyester, super lightweight materials, so it works out okay for it. For more thick materials, it really depends, but that's for you to experiment with. So, what about joggers? All right, so joggers you can have a little bit of fun with too. You could wear them down like normal, or what I've done with this. So instead of folding it over itself, I just raise that compressed area about halfway up the calf, pull the pods over that bottom portion, like where it actually cuffs out and everything, and then I just gave everything a slight wrinkle so that, you know, it's not perfectly smooth pod area, and then you got all this bagginess up here. So everything's a little bit more consistent. You still get that silhouette that I love so much, but, you know, more in a long pants application. I don't know. But I got one more because I know people are going to ask. You can probably see it over here. Let's just get it over with. All right, and here they are. YEEZY Vultures Pant Size 2. They are definitely dragging on the ground, for sure. However, you could roll it up a couple different ways. So what if we just roll them up like so? What if we give them more of a big fold? Sure. Like I said before, it is a look. It is a look that probably doesn't work for me. I don't care what y'all say. I don't think it works for me. Here, I'll give y'all another option. Let's see. We pull them up, right? Let's try this out. See what happens, I guess. You gotta stretch them so far to do this. All right. Pull up a bit right there and give them a fold. You know what? Yeah, let's just give them like that. All right, y'all, this is ridiculous. I mean, it probably works for some people, but for me, I'm not sure. I don't care what y'all were really nice on that last video about these pants, but it is okay. It is okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I don't. And it is, look, it works for someone. It doesn't work for me. Anyway, that is the video. Thank y'all for watching as always. And please do not take my word for it. Experiment for yourself. and see what looks work for you. Hopefully a lot of people get their orders at least shipped next week, because that will be the 4-week fulfillment period complete. So let's see what happens. It's exciting. It's a whole different experience. So we're all going to be experimenting with all kinds of stuff. So just have fun. Have fun. Anyway, thanks. And yeah, more soon. What is up? So let's talk about the condition of these pods. And you already see the super glue. You probably already know where this is going. All right, so I've had these things for about 2 months. 2-month mark would be next Tuesday. And yeah, these things have been amazing. They've changed the whole way I thought about shoes, what shoes could be, and had me even questioning, do I even call these shoes? Are they just their own thing? Are they just the pods, you know? Because they feel that unique. And I've worn these things a lot. I've worn them across the country. You can watch all those other videos on my experiences with these things up to this point. So the main focus I want this video to be is what should definitely be improved for another version. And please, I'm not trying to scare y'all, because I know a lot of people have not gotten their pods yet. So they're gonna last, but let's just say be gentle. So, and really the good thing is, so this is my left side pod, right? This is the pod that goes on my left foot. I've had 0 issues with this pod. There has been no issues with anything coming up, with anything separating, none of that. This pod on the left side has been absolutely perfect. This one, however, the right side, has seen better days. I've had many issues with this one from day one. And you know what? When I made that first video, I pointed it out. This part right here just came right up. The first time I ever tried to put these things on. And yeah, I was worrying. I ran over to Walmart and I got this exact super glue. So there it is, if you want to know what I've been patching this thing up with. And then, you know, a couple months go by, no issues at all. You know, this thing's patched up okay, and it's been perfectly fine. Just like the left side one. So the last week or so, I started noticing some things happening. I would hear a weird noise when I would slide them on, and I was just like, what's that noise? This part right here. And you know, it's probably pretty obvious to y'all where I patched this thing up. I patched this thing up here, today, here, and here. So yeah, all of those areas started to come up and separate from the actual sole portion of the shoe. And I mean, I will admit, I put these things through the washer because I mean, I kind of had to. I had no other choice. And a lot of people will say, well, you're not supposed to put them through the washer. Well, I did the exact same thing with these two, and these have been perfectly fine. I'm not even worried about these things ripping up. These have been perfect on the left side. This guy, however, from day one, remind you, it has just been giving me issues as far as separation from the knit material to the sole and everything. So I don't know what's up with this one specifically, but this one, the right side one, it's giving me issues, but you know, I would just go back, get my super glue and just shoop, and so far it's been okay. It's been lasting. So yeah, there's the issues I've had with these and my fix. Now, what could be done about this on a company level with YEEZY and whatnot? Well, in the first video, maybe the second video, I recommended that, well, an obvious fix would be, you see how the knit material goes all under and over your foot right here in this section? It should honestly do that throughout the entire sole on both sides. If it did that, we would have zero issues with this even having the possibility of happening. So, and I feel like the only reason they didn't do it is because there is some kind of liner in here. But I mean, you could super glue that onto this material inside of here at the bottom of your foot. It can still wrap your foot around like a sock, but you can still have that liner down there. And then you would never, ever, ever have to worry about this material just separating because there's just so little knit on the other side of this seam right here. It just blows my mind that that was not addressed. And another thing, where's my notebook thing at? Because I know a lot of people are going to be worried, well, darn, my pods are only going to last a couple of months. Well, here's what could happen. First of all, construction. Fix the construction. That's the number one thing. Next, the heel structure. Remember that little sketch? I can't find the sketch, but I made a little sketch showing how the rubber part right here could just go up the heel just a little bit at least. So that, first of all, a lot of people have issues with the foot sliding kind of back on this back pod. Just putting a little bit more rubber there would probably fix that issue completely. And yeah, there is some different knit up here. There is a bit of a pad, but it doesn't do enough. So that's another thing that can be fixed in the V2. And yeah, infrastructure. So right now you pay $20 plus however much shipping is. And you wait 4 weeks for it to be fulfilled. And then after that 4-week fulfillment period, it gets shipped to your house via FedEx, USPS, whoever the heck. So what's going to happen, right? You pay $20 and then 2 months later, you're going to have issues. And then you got to wait another 4 something weeks, maybe even more than that to get them. What could happen? First of all, I don't know why y'all didn't limit the order numbers, because I feel like that's why so many people are getting delayed, because people ordered like 20 of these things. So first of all, limit the order number. And next, you could have maybe a subscription plan for the pods. I mean, $20, you get a pair of pods in 2 months, you get charged another $20, maybe some faster shipping, and you get sent another pair of pods. And again, like the biggest thing here would be, yeah, you definitely got to limit the number of pods that one individual could order to really make this work, because just having an influx of orders like that, that's why things are getting delayed. Just too many orders all at once. If this was planned out over a period of time, you gave people this plan, excuse me, you gave people this plan that they could use, then I'm sure that could steady everything out. People always know that they can have a fresh pair of pods after every couple of months or whatever. And then the perceived quality is higher overall. And people aren't stressing out that, hey, my stuff is ripping all over the place or whatever. So yeah, 1 pair bi-monthly, $20 bi-monthly. I think that would be pretty cool. And I think that would definitely change the industry a little bit as well. But that's just my 2 cents. Like I said, a lot of things could probably go wrong. There's probably a reason they haven't done it yet, but I'm just throwing ideas out there to improve these things for the next go around, because I feel like YEEZY has a lot running on whatever the next generation of this is. It's going to be heavily scrutinized. So that's my idea of the subscription plan. This is a condition of the pods. Remember, it is only my right side shoe that's having issues. The left side one has been perfectly fine. So it may just be a freak incident too. But either way, hopefully changes are coming. I'm sure there are. I'm still really excited to see what's going to come out in the future. And if you're still waiting on your pods, be patient. Please don't be scared after watching this video. You will enjoy them. And I mean, at the end of the day, they are just $20. So anyway, thanks for watching as always, and more soon. What is up? So thanks for watching that compilation video, long video. If you made it all the way to the end, I just want to say thank you. And yeah, don't be afraid to try these out. I mean, $20. And yeah, they'll last a couple months. But I mean, really, $20. I mean, just grab a new pair. Hopefully they come out with some different models later on. Maybe they'll do that subscription plan I was talking about. That would be pretty sweet. But yeah, these have been amazing, y'all. Just give them a try. Have some fun. And yeah, just try something new. That's really all this is about. But anyway, thanks for watching as always, and more soon.